Hey everyone, it's Sean here from Worldwide Red Show. You already know what to do. If you're new around here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button, give me a thumbs up, share it across your socials, get in the comments, let me know what you think about this video. Listen, oh my days, Donny Van de Beek. Listen, here we go. These are the three words that we all like to read across Twitter, all of us who follow Fabrizio Romano, because we know that his information is generally, well, pretty much almost always on point, because he doesn't even post about what he thinks about deals or how he feels. He posts what he hears. So when we got the here we go yesterday, I know Twitter exploded and we were excited. I got to be honest with you. A week ago, I was on another stream with another YouTuber, and we were talking about transfers, and I honestly did not see Donny Van de Beek coming. I'm going to tell you why I didn't see it. Donny Van de Beek, it's pretty obvious over the last year or so, has been heavily touted to go to Real Madrid. It was kind of obvious that he wanted to go to Real Madrid. It seemed dead certain to happen. I'm assuming because of COVID and because of some money situations that's going on at Madrid, maybe they just didn't want to sign him. But hey, listen, their loss is our gain. I didn't see it happening. And, you know, normally there's way more noise around United deals. It seems like it was concrete, and then we had the player. And again, he isn't holding the shirt up yet, but I think it's going to happen this week. And so what I want to do in this transfer season is, after everyone we sign, I want to do a quick video on what I think about the signing and what I think we need to do going forward. And then at the end of the transfer window, we'll go back and we'll look at all the ins and all the outs at Manchester United and see, did we really back our manager? Did we do what's necessary to go to the next level? Or are we stuck in the same pattern we've been in here for a while at this great club? So Donny Van de Beek, over the last year, he's had about 50 games in the Dutch First Division, the Eredivisie. And in those 50 games, he has 32 goal contributions, 17 goals and 15 assists. Pretty good numbers for a player that typically is an attacking midfielder, central midfield player. But as I did a little research on Donny Van de Beek from the last year, he actually played all around the midfield, and he even played in that holding midfield role as well, which tells us that we have got a player on our hands who's not only a great player that some big clubs have been in for and wanted, not just Real Madrid, but with Ronald Koeman going to Barcelona, he was touted to be a target for them as well. So it's amazing to me across YouTube and football Twitter, especially how this guy, you know, if he signed at one of those clubs, they got a gem. But, you know, 80% of the people on football Twitter, all of a sudden the guy is terrible and he's not even as good as Mason Mount, for example, you know, because that's how football Twitter rolls, because he signed for us. But he's very versatile. He's a versatile player, can play all across the midfield, and so he can fill in a myriad of areas. He reminds me, watching him, of fairly similar to Bruno in that he is quick to try to win the ball back. He will go into a tackle. He will try to play the ball. And he's not just an attacking player. He will play defensively. I do not see him especially in the big games, as our central defensive midfield solution. I see him more as a rotation player. I know he can play there, but so can Fred. But can Fred always play there against the big teams all the time? I'm not so sure. I think we need someone with a little more bite, especially if we're ever going to move into a 4-3-3 out of this 4-2-3-1 out of the double pivot. But the guy can fill in anywhere in the midfield. And let's be honest, he's a great signing. And so I'm really excited to see what he brings to the table. Like I said, I didn't see it coming because I thought he was going to Madrid for sure. And I know for a fact, just from all the stuff I've been reading and watching and paying attention to, that we were in for Jack Grealish. But Jack Grealish, by staying in the Premier League, by keeping his team up, Jack Grealish really priced himself out of a move, because, you know, when you start hearing the numbers of 80 million. Now, listen, I usually don't complain about numbers. We just need to get the players. I don't care how much it costs, because I would rather our club be spending its money where it belongs, on the club, on players, than lining the pockets of the Glazers. We all know we're not about more dividends. We want to see the club be competitive and winning every single trophy. Again, that's what we want. And the truth is, Jack Grealish, when they start quoting 80 million, it's not necessarily the price, even though it's ridiculous. The idea that we could possibly get, say, a Donny Van de Beek and a Thomas Partey, or a Donny Van de Beek and a Thiago Alcantara for the same amount of money, you would be crazy not to try to do those two deals. Because the truth is, all three names I just mentioned, Donny Van de Beek, Thiago Alcantara, and Thomas Partey, are all arguably better players than Jack Grealish. But with Jack Grealish, I mean, he's got the flair, he's got the style, he's got the hair gel, he's got the socks. He just looks like he should be a United player. And in some ways, I do feel bad for him because Villa, which is their right, they priced him out of the move. At the end of the day, we would be crazy to put that kind of money into one player when we could get two that are arguably better. And so I'm excited about this deal. Like I said, I didn't see it happen. I put my hands up and say I was wrong. And I'm glad I was wrong because Donny Van de Beek seems to be signing for Manchester United. And like I said, it seems like he's very consistent, can play all across the midfield. We got not only 32 goal contributions last year in his domestic league, we have 8 across 16 games in the Champions League. So it seems like he is very much, at least every other game, he's goal and assist. He's goal and assist. He's really putting in great numbers. I do see him as a rotation player right now because while it's obvious checking his numbers and watching him, he is a more tidy player than Bruno Fernandes. He definitely is better on the ball. His decision-making, the passes he makes, his pass completion percentage, all that stuff is better than Bruno. But hey, Bruno is the guy right now. And so I don't see him taking Bruno's place. But let's face it, we constantly have injuries in our team, especially in the midfield. My favorite player on the planet is Paul Pogba, but it's evident to me that he gets hurt every year. Now we have someone who is going to get a lot of games, who's going to fill in, who's going to push people for their spots. This is this type of squad depth that we've been crying out for. And I got to hand it to Ollie. It seems like he's pushing the board here to build a club and to give us some depth. So now all we need is, man, if we get 2 or 3 more signings, it can be a great summer. And you start talking the names that are being listed. Obviously, Jadon Sancho, I still believe it's going to happen. That's my hope. A center back, which right now I saw all the hype is around Deo Upamecano. Upamecano is a phenomenal player. He is not a left-sided player, but I'm sure he can play over there as well. But he's so good, so fast, so strong, played so well in the Champions League that he's a player that if you can get him, you go get him. Now, he has a very inexpensive release clause that kicks in, I believe, next summer. I think it's on like $42 million. However, he has made it very plain in interviews that his dream is to play at Manchester United. So if we went in this summer with a nice bid for him, I believe that maybe he would push a move or we could get him. So that would be nice. If not, I've seen way more of him than Badiashile or Badiashile or however we say it. I don't know. I don't speak French. I mean, I took French in school, but, I'm more of a Spanish speaker myself. But here's the thing. I think the upside of Badiashile or Badiashile, however you want to say it, seems to be great. He is left-footed, and I would love to have him as well. However, if you can get Upamecano with what we've seen of him already, I think you get him. And we already have an amazing player as well in Axel, but can he ever get fit and stay fit? Anyway, guys, I'm excited about this signing. Donny Van de Beek is coming to Old Trafford, and he's going to make really our team and our depth that much better. What do you think about the signing? Are you excited about it? Did you just know it was going to happen? Because I'll be honest with you, just last week I was like, we're not getting him. He's going to Madrid. People are using us. It's like we get used so much that I never know what to believe. I just think we're being used by players to kind of force a move. And I think that's what's happening with Thiago as well right now. And I hope I'm wrong, because I'm telling you right now, we bring in a type of class player like Thiago Alcantara to be that back and forth with Matic as a rotation, which, don't get me wrong, Thiago will be starting. Thiago, Pogba, Fernandes, guys, come on. That is, and to get one over on the Scousers, man, it would be nice to bring him in. But like I said, I think we're just being used. I hope not. I hope I'm doing another video tomorrow or the day after with Thiago signed. So anyway, guys, like and share. Get in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. Thank you for jumping in and watching Worldwide Red Show. I'm thankful for you guys tuning in today. Until next time, I'm out.